The new standard of trucks is already here.
The 2021 Ram 1500 Laramie.
Here at Northland Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram.
The 2021 Ram offers a workhorse engine that makes easy work of your towing and hauling needs. With a head-turning design, the Ram 1500 Laramie is durable, functional, and stylish. From the 100% leather seating to the impressive cabin technology, a 12-inch Uconnect touchscreen, the Ram is the most luxurious truck in its class. With cutting-edge safety and security technology, the Ram makes your peace of mind our biggest priority.
Come and take a test drive with me, Dan Jones.
And the 2021 Ram 1500 Laramie.
Here at Northland Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram.
Good morning, my Saturday morning connectors. It's a great day, it's a great morning, it's a great year, it's a great moment. Keep believing, keep hoping, keep hope alive. Live from the new studios, the Marketplace Connection is on the air. I want you to leap into your destiny, upgrade your thinking, expand your capacity, because God wants to give you more. You are more than what you have become. Far and up close and watch some of the things that God is doing in her life. Do you know God is doing some amazing things, opening doors like never before? Don't be fooled because you feel that we are in the middle of a pandemic, that you cannot do what God is calling you to do. Well, she's living proof of that God is opening big doors for her. And so I welcome to my listening and viewing audience, Lisa Yvette Jones.
Thank you so very much. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm so honored to be here. I don't take this for granted. This is amazing. It's amazing. So I'm so happy. Thank you.
Well, you are amazing, Lisa.
Thank you so much.
I thank God for your life and all that He has done. I have seen some amazing things happening for you. And I'm telling you, it is just, it's just a testament to the glory of God, of what He is doing in the life of His people.
Yes,
you know?
yes.
It is amazing the things that I am seeing that is going on in the life of God's people. And I'm telling you, He is moving. It is a time not to take down. It is a time not to take back. It is a time to grab a hold and to move forward.
Yes, I agree with you 100%.
That's right.
Yes.
And we have just been in the middle of a series called Finding Your Place in Marketplace Ministry.
Yes.
And I'm telling you, there are so many things that people don't really realize, that the gift of God is on the inside. You know, He said He has this treasure that's hidden in these earthen vessels. And so many times we just take for granted a lot of things that we think we can't do.
Yes.
I don't have enough education. I don't look this way. I don't sound this way. But that has nothing to do with the plan and the purposes of God on your life.
Absolutely. I totally agree with that.
That's it.
It is so true. When we open up and allow God to do what He wants to do, the floodgates open.
I'm telling you. And it's just about pivoting and moving. It's a time to shift.
Yes.
to shake,
Yes.
and to move.
She knows what she's talking about. Okay, I just want you to know she knows what she's talking about. Yes.
This is that time.
It is.
If there's
It
ever
is.
been a time before, coming out of on the heels of the pandemic,
Yes.
and seeing, all that has happened, and we know it's been real. We know that, the virus has been real. We know that things have happened, and unfortunately, people have lost lives. We've lost loved ones.
Yes.
But we have to keep moving forward.
We do.
We have to thank God that we are still here, and that He still has a plan for our life.
Yes, he does.
And so
yes.
that's it. That's it.
He has a plan and a purpose.
He has a
does.
plan and a purpose,
Yes.
and they're good and not evil.
That's right. That's right.
That He can bring us to an expected end.
He wouldn't do that to us.
I'm telling
Oh,
you.
goodness. He wouldn't give us something that's so evil. No, it's
That's
not
it.
him. Yeah.
And we just got to get to the finish line.
We do. Yeah, and in great health.
That's
We'll do that
it.
too. Yeah.
That's it. Well, let me tell you a little bit about this woman of God, Lisa Yvette Jones. She is your caring leader and your chief encouragement. She's a CEO, Chief Encouragement Officer.
Yes, all of that. Chief Encouragement Officer, Chief Caring Officer,
That's
you
right.
name it.
And she has her own company that she calls I Care Leadership.
Yes.
And Lisa believes that as a leader, you're cultivating your authentic relationships to empower employees and other leaders is crucial to the holistic and healthy success of each employee and the agency and the leaders overseen. And you believe that leaders that have people under their care should be concerned about their care.
Absolutely. One of the things that, the polls continue to show is that employees are leaving the agencies, but not because of pay, not because of poor work conditions. There are some who are doing that, but overwhelmingly, they're leaving because of the people overseeing their care. They're leaving because of their bosses. They are. And so when you look at these things that they're saying their bosses are not engaging, their bosses just don't care. And one of the things that I train and teach leaders is you have to cultivate those authentic relationships to empower. You have to remember that when your employees come to work, they are not just coming to work as a widget counter, as this accountant or this, executive that you have hired or this subject matter expert. They are coming as husbands, as wives, as children, as caregivers, as granny, as nana, as papa. They are coming in all of their roles, and they don't leave those roles at the door when they come in. So we have to look at them in their totality and who they are and meet them where they are. Not saying that we don't expect the best of them. That's why you hire them. They understand that. But what they also should know is you still you honor and respect who they are as a whole person.
That's it.
We are becoming caregivers. The older children get, they usually end up being caregivers to their parents. Understand that. Understand that. Children go through, employees go through loss of children, loss of family members. They go through health crises.
That's right.
I'm a witness, okay?
Right.
What are you going to do to show that you're partnering with them, all while still helping them to develop and have outstanding teams? I have been successful in all of that.
Wow.
I have still been able to maintain #1 teams every single year, all while still caring about who they are, while they care about the business we're about.
That's it.
Richard
Absolutely.
Branson says that if you care about your employees and take care of them, they'll take care of you.
That's right.
At the end of the day, John Maxwell says this: people or employees do not care how much you know
I was getting
until
ready to say
they
that.
know how much you care.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
And to be concerned about somebody. I mean,
Yes.
that's just being human.
It is.
You know what I mean?
is.
Just being concerned about how do you feel today?
Yes.
Is everything okay with you at home? And people appreciate that, and they'll work even harder for you when they know that you're concerned about them, you're concerned about their family. Women have children. There's a lot of women that are, trying to be the, the head of the household. They're trying to be the mother. They're trying to be the father. They have baby, at home, that may be sick, and yet I still have to come to work.
Still have to come to
keep
work.
the food on the table.
Yes.
And so, it is. And we live in a world, it's full of stress right now.
It is.
I mean, not so much even your personal stress, just living every day. You
Yes.
turn on the news.
Yes.
I mean, that's stress, you know, just watching some of the things
First
that are
6
going
minutes,
on.
first 7 minutes
Yes.
is all the worst news that there is.
I'm telling you.
Yes.
It is. So it is. And that's a wonderful thing that you have taken upon yourself to, you know, just formulate a ministry. Really, that's what it is.
It is. You know, every job I've had, every career move I've had, it's an assignment. It's an assignment from God. I don't take it unless He tells me to. And when He does, now I say, what is my purpose here?
That's it.
In this marketplace. Now,
That's
what
it.
do you want me
What
to
do you
do?
want me to do?
Who am I to be? And, you know, and form that and allow that opportunity.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
it takes work, but it's worth it.
Well, I think you have found your place and
Yes.
your purpose in marketplace ministry.
Yes.
And so we thank God for what He is calling you to do
Thank
and
you.
what He has continued to call you to do, because you're not
Absolutely.
done.
No.
You got a lot more.
Oh, not at all.
So Lisa, let's talk a little bit about you as being a person that has gone through a traumatic, you know, experience with cancer.
Yes.
And how the enemy tried to take you out with stage 4 cervical cancer. is that
Stage
correct?
3, yes,
Stage
stage 3
3.
cervical cancer.
Wow.
Papillary
So tell us,
serous carcinoma of the cervix. So, you know, going around like any other time, no symptoms or anything. And I had that yearly appointment. Ladies, you know that yearly appointment,
Yeah,
okay?
that
we
one
must
we hate.
keep. But we must keep that appointment.
That's it.
And it came back abnormal. And so my doctor, you know, because I have wonderful relationships with my doctor, she didn't want to tell me over the phone. She said, come in. And then I said, okay, she told me the results, and I said, so what does that mean? She said, it can mean anything. And she said, but we want to rule things out. So I'm going to send you to an OBGYN. She did, and that person then said, well, I want to send you to an oncologist, a gynecologic oncologist. And I said, well, do you see cancer? Out of nowhere, I just said that. Now, there's no history of cancer in my family. I had an aunt-in-law, she's not blood, who died of cancer, but that wasn't blood. So in my intelligent mind, I'm going, it just doesn't make sense, but I'll roll with it. Whatever, let's do what you have to do. Had the pathological report and received a phone call on my job. Didn't recognize the number. I thought I'd call it back at lunchtime, only to hear on the other end, oh, Miss Jones, your surgery is scheduled for Monday. Now, mind you, I had gone to the oncologist, had a biopsy. No one told me the results. And this was a Monday. And then I said, well, today is Monday. What do you mean? And they told me that you're scheduled for surgery for the diagnosis. Has anyone talked to you? I said, you're talking to me now. And then she said these words, oh my God. And I said, wrong answer.
No one has called you?
No one had called me, and my doctor was out of town, and I put that in my record. I said, please be advised that if you have anything to tell me, know that my doctor will not be back until Wednesday.
Right.
Well, they were 2 days early, and I think the reason why they did it is because of the type of cancer, or they just assumed my doctor knew.
aggressive.
They did, and so finally they told me what it was. They said, you have stage 3 cervical cancer. Papillary serous carcinoma of the cervix, and it is so vicious and aggressive. We must do surgery immediately. The doctor has set you up for surgery. I said, that can't be. My mother just came home from a stroke. My son is finishing up his first year of school. I said, this just doesn't make sense to me. But I knew what to do. I said, let me call on prayer warriors. Just start praying, and then let me do some behind the scenes work. I then met with the doctor. I took one of the mothers from the church. Everybody, you know, the mother's board.
Oh, come
you
on.
got to have a mother that you connect with at the church.
That's it.
And I
That
took.
know how to touch God.
Come on. So I called Mother Laura Hurd.
Yes.
I did, and I said, Mother Hurd, will you mind going to the doctor with me? Before I tell my family, I just want to be educated on this. I had her write down all her questions. I wrote down all of mine. I then had her take the list, consolidate our questions, and then she have the list while I talked to the doctor. And I talked to him, and he said, I'm so sorry. They apologized profusely. They did. And he said, this is the most vicious type. I've been doing this 30 years. I have to do surgery immediately because he said if it attaches itself to your main organs, you will die. We won't even open you up. And then I said, so Doc, moving forward, here's what we're going to do. Speak life over me. I have no intentions of keeping that appointment of death. So I said, whatever this is, I do want a second opinion and a third. I had already done my research. I already knew the 2 people I wanted to do those second and third opinion. I did the second opinion at Carmano's Cancer Institute, and they did their own pathological report. He called me in, pulled the chair up to me, and he said, Ms. Jones, I need you to listen to me. This is so vicious. It is already spreading to the rest of your, your area. So your wound. So my wound. He said, we already see spots on your ovaries and your uterus. He said, all you need to decide today is if I'm going to do the surgery or the other doctor, but somebody needs to get in there and take care of this. I said, I think I know who. And then I said, I just need a little time. He said, time you don't have. He said, because if you don't have this surgery within the next few days, you could die. I said, that's another death sentence I don't plan to keep. So I decided, and I knew what I had to do. I said, well, I need to go to the chief physician.
Come on.
I need to go to the one who made this body, not who imparted any type of sickness on me. He didn't do that. We know who the author of that was. So I went into prayer. On the first day, I'm telling you, I was at this peace that passed all understanding. For some reason, I was saying, why am I here? What is this peace about? I don't even understand it, but I was like floating on cloud 9. And so that was solidified in my prayer. It kept going. Third day is when the Lord let me know, I've called you into ministry. And then I said, aha, that's what Satan was after. Not here. Not today, Satan. I saw someone with a shirt on saying, not today, Satan.
Not today.
And so I then got up. I let out a praise that woke up my neighborhood. And I then said, okay. And the Lord also said, this will not be unto death.
Right.
You shall live and not die.
Live and declare the work of the
And
Lord.
it will not spread and never come back again.
Ah.
That's all I needed. So I called the doctor. We made an appointment. He said, okay, we're ready for Monday. I said, no, we're not. My son goes to camp on June 29th. He looked at me. He said, June 29th is a month and a half away. I said, I know. I said, that's when I'll have the surgery. He said, then I wish you the best because you won't live. And then I said, doctor, are you going to do this surgery or are you not? I said something else. I didn't curse or anything like that. But I said, are you going to wimp out on me at this time? I said, you have to know I'm going to live and not die. I choose to live. I said, I've already gone to the chief. Yes. I said, I've already gone to the chief physician. He said, you went to my chief, you went over my head? I said, yes, I went over all of our heads. I went to the physician, the chief physician. He said, oh, I understand. I said, I hope you do. He said, why do I believe I'm going to see you on June 29th? I said, because I shall live and not die. He said, on June 29th it is. He said, you are one stubborn patient, Miss Jones. I said, not at all, doctor. You know what? I'm one steadfast patient. He said, I'll see you on June 29th. On June 29th, I had that surgery. On June 29th, I was free of the physical point of cancer because God had already taken care of everything else. He had already done the surgery. They were just doing their part. And here I am 11 years and forever later. So to God be the glory. Forever free. Forever free.
Amen. And didn't you also say you were in the middle of a ministry, getting ready to get your ministry license or something like that? Yeah,
so I was in this, he had just called me into the ministry. Right. So then, I said, okay, I bootlegged for years, I bootlegged counseling, I bootlegged all of that for years because it was like, well, Lord, I really knew, and my late now ex-husband was a pastor. I was a first lady at one time. And so it was, but he was called into the ministry, not me. I was there to support him. Right. But then the Lord let me know, no, it's on you too. It's on you too. But I was in search. Yeah. So I spent the next couple of years just saying, Lord, what have you called me to? Right. What is that about? You've called me, but what to? And it was no wonder that I was in that place of peace because let me tell you, God prepared me for the news. He prepared me for the news. So he had already been working on me. It was as if I could go back and say, Lord, you already knew I was going to receive that news. Of course he did. He's already in my future, right? He's in my past, he's right now. So he prepared me for that, but he also prepared me, to know the type of ministry that I would go in. Right. One of the things that people always tell me when they walk in my home, can I just sit here for a minute? I just feel so at peace. I feel so at peace. When they're with me, I'm so at peace. But the Lord called me to that place of peace. So he called me into the ministry to remind people of what Jesus did on the cross. He was punished for our peace and wholeness. And with his stripes, we were healed. Yeah. So we can't forget about that peace. And I'm called just to remind people of that, to let people know that God will give you that peace that passes all understanding. Wow. And so that's where I am, and that's what I do. That's why I encourage. That's why I inspire. That's why I empower. It gets people back focused and recalibrated and getting them back to knowing that peace is yours. Wow. Peace is yours. Wow. Don't ever let anybody tell you differently.
Yeah, so that's what the eye care ministry is all about. It's a ministry.
It is.
It's the mission to transform and humanize, as you said, the employees holistically, hand, head, and heart.
Yes.
Wow.
The actual ministry of eye care leadership, because I want to help leaders understand that there is a way that you can still be that dynamic force, that's strategic, that is competent, but you can also care about your employees while doing that.
Right.
I have a competent team.
Were you working at that time?
I'm still working. I'm still full-time employment with the federal government.
So you were working at the time when you got the diagnosis for cancer?
I was at my desk when that call came through. I was at my desk and I got that call. And here's the thing about that, leaders. I received the call of the cancer diagnosis while at work. I received the call that my mother had died while at work. I received the call that my ex-husband had died, all while at work.
Wow.
You see, the course of the day, life happens. That's why as a leader, if all you're concerned about is the production, you have missed the point of being a leader. Wow. Our president said during the inauguration, we are not to lead by the example of our power, but by the power of our example.
Yeah. Amen.
So we have to make sure that we let employees know that in the course of the day, something could happen. All of those things happen to me at work. They happen for a reason at work, so that I can continue on to let leaders know eye care leadership is cultivating those authentic relationships to empower employees. Yes, you can still do that, but you can also have a heart-centered leadership that humanizes the employee experience.
Amen. Amen. Well, let's talk about that now, 11 years after the deadly diagnosis. Now you have a healthy lifestyle.
Yes.
Lost over, I think it was the last time I saw it, 202 pounds.
202 pounds.
This woman has lost 202 pounds off of her body. Can you believe that? Oh my God.
Yes, I have.
That is amazing.
I have.
And you did at least in what length of time?
It's taken 10 years. It really has taken 10 years. So since 2011, and I did have help. I will not, let people know that. I would let people know that, being transparent. I had started eating healthy, but my quantities were still large. So you get a salad, it's the whole plate. You eat what you can and then you go back and eat the rest, but it's the whole plate because you're taught to finish your meal. And, or you get your, the regular size plate and you try to finish that. And, but my quantity, my portion sizes, so I still needed help. So I did pray about it. And I then felt led to get the bariatric sleeve procedure, where they take your stomach down and staple the rest of it away, and your stomach is about the size of your thumb afterwards. So it did help me with portion control. So that for the first 2.5 years, I did lose over 100 pounds. I lost about 110 pounds. But for the next 5 years, I was stagnant. I fluctuated between like 236, 253, and could not get past that. This is what having a wonderful relationship and you being a partner with your doctors really, really come in play. I have a wonderful relationship with my medical team. I do. So much so that I have all of their cell phone numbers and can call them when I need to. I kid you not. But I made sure I cultivated that authentic relationship with them too, to do that. So I was having some intestinal issues. I talked to my gastro doctor, and then I said, what else do I need to do to move from where I am to get out of this place of being stuck? Right. I am trying some of everything, but what is really happening that I need to do to educate myself on my gut and do some things? I've tried some things. She said, listen, She said, sugar does not agree with you. She said, I am in intestines all day long. And that's Dr. Lucretia Brentley, if I may, So she said, I am in intestines all day long. She said, but sugar, dairy, and carbs are not good for you. I said, what else? She said, isn't that enough? You already don't eat meat. I said, what else? I said, because whatever you tell me, I'm going to do it. I had a made up mind. Weight loss is here. People, I'm telling you, it is right here. I was ready. I was hungry to see the other side of it. You say, why are you using hungry with wanting to lose weight? Because you know what, just as hungry as I was for food, I realized I was hungry, more hungry to prolong my life.
So it's sugar, carbs, and what's the other one?
Dairy.
Dairy.
So I was already not drinking dairy milk. I hadn't drank that in years, maybe 20, 30 years. I was already on almond milk. So 24 pounds in the first month came off as soon. I went off of it immediately. Immediately, and that's what I've been doing to this date, and that's what's been really working for me.
Wow.
No sugar, no carbs, and it's very low. So if I eat anything sugar, here's what I tell people, and I say, well, are you a vegan, or are you a keto? And I said, listen, here's what I do. If it's low in sugar, I know the keto people eat it. If it's safe for them, it's safe for me. Vegan, if it's non-dairy, and no soy, I can do that. So I said, typically, if it grows from the ground, if it's on a tree or if it swims, that's what I'll eat. So I can't be vegan because I do eat some fish, very little, very little. Okay. But that's what my diet consists of.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that is wonderful.
And you become so creative.
Yes.
200.
I know. I've seen some of your, different meals and things that you had on there, and I'm like, oh my goodness, that looks so good.
Yeah. I just try different things, and the Lord gives me something every time. So I wanted to change the trajectory of my family's life. We saw my mother go through congestive heart failure. We saw her go through high blood pressure and diabetes and being overweight. And those were the things, my family and I looked around and we said, we have to change this. And then I said, I need to lead by example. So I started losing the weight. My sister then, the year later, lost 100 pounds or more. She looks amazing. Okay, so she lost weight, and then my brothers combined, they have lost over 100 pounds. So together, we have lost almost 500 pounds as my mother's children.
Wow.
We have.
That is wonderful.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, Lisa, you are doing amazing things, and having lost that weight gives you the energy to do some of the things and the doors that God is opening for you. Now being a international, we'll call you, speaker.
Thank you.
You will be doing some speaking. She's also a author.
Yes.
She has written the book right there.
Yes.
It's your first book. I got a copy of that, which was Fearless Women Rock, Courageous Women Finding Strength During the Storm.
Yes.
And that was with Dr. Missy Johnson.
Dr. Missy Johnson.
Yes. And then your second book is
Women Overcome Through Writing.
Oh,
and this is compiled by,
that.
Thank you, Miss Jamie Washington. And it's amazing that this book came out after this one, because in this one I do talk about the cancer story. I talk about that and give some outstanding nuggets on what is non-negotiable when you're going through this process. One of the things that's non-negotiable is you becoming a partner with your doctor. I always tell people, you may not wear the white jacket, but you treat yourself as though you do when you go into your appointments. And things you don't agree with, you let your doctor know. Things that you want to do,
things down,
you write them down.
Ask questions, that's right.
Yes, ask
Absolutely.
the questions. And then don't always accept the first thing that sometimes they tell you.
That's right.
My blood count would drop from time to time and get really low, and immediately they want to put me on a pill. I say, no, let me try it with food. So I'll eat more spinach, I'll do this, and let's monitor it. If I need to go on a pill or get a shot or something, we'll worry about that. But holistically, let me try some things first and give me some suggestions. That's having a relationship with your doctor. So in here I talk about some wonderful non-negotiable nuggets, and you would love this, and there's some wonderful stories. In here, it was a struggle for me to write my story. It really was, because I kept getting caught up in the word story. I kept getting caught up in that, and that's where the enemy had me blocked.
Ministry.
It is. It was my testimony. So one day in prayer, I came out, and the Lord said, "You're just telling your testimony." I was like, oh, that's her, the angel singing. And I said, that's what it is.
Women overcome through writing. And I love that, because I am the anthology doctor.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are, with your wonderful books. Yes.
And
So I talk about that.
That is wonderful. Well, I want to encourage those of you that have had any kind of sickness, disease, as Lisa has said, get on a good eating regime, talk to your doctor, ask questions, and most of all, pray. Get you somebody that can help you and that can stand with you and encourage you. Now, let's talk a little bit about that before we go. We got a few more minutes about this new door that has opened for you now that you are a coach and now a speaker with the phenomenal Les Brown.
Yes.
He is your coach?
He is. He has been my coach for the past 7 weeks. The Power Voice Summit is just really amazing. Him and John Tallarico partnered together.
And you're a John Maxwell coach
I am.
Wow.
John Maxwell, let me tell you, I spent time this morning just in prayer and praise, just thanking God because all of this is so strategic. Sometimes we only see enough light for the next step. We don't see the whole journey, but we just take those steps and trust with God. So then I said this morning, I was just thanking him and being grateful because I said, Lord, when I asked you who to train with as a leader, you told me John Maxwell. John Maxwell is the leadership guru of the world. He is the most revered. There are others, Brian Tracy and Kevin Eikenberry, all those others that I follow, Simon Sinek, so many more, Jim Rohn. But he had me train with John Maxwell. John Maxwell's values do line up with mine. And so I then became...
Well,
he
still ministers through doing what he does. Yes,
he does. And, even at the International Maxwell Conference, he does a worship service on the Sunday. He does on the third day, and he gives a message and then calls, have an altar call. And hundreds of people come up out of those thousands, okay? And so they do. So John Maxwell, so he had me train with John Maxwell. So I am a mentor also in the John Maxwell group, with the John Maxwell team. And then I said, Lord, now it's time to take my speaking to another level. I said, who do I train with? And the Lord said, none other than the best in the world. And so I was just thanking him this morning, Mr. Les Brown. And so the opportunity presented itself. I signed up, I invested, and let me tell you, the first day, I didn't realize that he was going to actually be coaching. I'm thinking that he'll pop in from time to time, someone else, he'll have his team do it, and you go through his program. No. Les Brown is actually on that call every single week and giving you critique. It just doesn't get any better than that.
Wow. And this takes place on June 5th at 10 a.m.
Next Saturday,
and it is virtual.
It is virtual.
So can other people come into the conference? Is there a prize?
There is no fee. So I have been selected one of 20 one of 20 speakers to speak out of hundreds that were on this call from all over the world. I am one of 20 that was selected to be one of the speakers at the Power Voice Summit. Okay. Power Voice Summit, and you can go to powervoicesummit.com and you can register for free. It is next Saturday. Please join us.
Yes. Well,
Thank you.
That is so wonderful. I am so very happy for you. So proud of what God is doing in your life.
Thank you.
And the devil lost.
He lost. He outplayed his hand again. Thank you.
You won and he lost. And I am so happy to see what he is doing. You just keep on being encouraging.
Thank you.
And being encouraged. And we're looking forward to what's going to be next.
I appreciate you so much. Thank you for this opportunity
to
engage with your audience. I don't, like I said, I don't take this for granted. This is so wonderful, and I appreciate the opportunity. Thank each and every one of you. Can I also tell people that, with the purchase of the book, whether you purchase one, can I say that? You can get a 30-minute coaching session with me. But if you get both of them, you get a 1-hour coaching session with me. And
tell them how to get in touch with you.
Lisa Yvette Jones. Lisa, L-I-S-A, Yvette, Y-V-E-T-T-E, Jones, J-O-N-E-S, @gmail.com. That's Lisa Yvette Jones @gmail.com. You can also call me at 248 248-952-8122. That's 248-952-8122. And, and definitely with both books, you get a 1-hour coaching session with me. And I promise you, you are going to come out advanced in that coaching session. You are going to come out empowered. Yes.
All right.
Okay. This also makes a good book for those who are struggling to write their story, the Wow book. It's if you're struggling, and for those who are going through cancer, there are other couple of cancer stories in here, but there's some many more stories. I would encourage people to get this, to give this to them, to actually have something to lean on and to go with.
Well, this has been a wonderful, wonderful time spending our time with you, talking about the things that God is doing. And that's just what I'm saying. In the middle of all that is going on, there are still good things happening. Yes. And certainly you are a testament to that.
Thank you so much.
And so we praise God for your life.
Thank you.
Just keep doing what you're doing. Amen. We'll keep following you too.
Amen. Thank you. Thank you so very much.
Well, this has been the first session of the Marketplace Connection, so we want you to stay connected. We do have someone else that's going to be coming. We're going to be talking about with Haydee Irving, and we're going to be talking about Plexus. So we're going to play this commercial. Plexus is a health science type of food, or type of product rather. And so we just want you to stay tuned, and we'll be talking with Haydee Irving and about all the things God is doing in our life, okay? So just stay tuned and we'll be right back.
The new standard of trucks is already here.
The 2021 Ram 1500 Laramie.
Here at Northland Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram.
The 2021 Ram offers a workhorse engine that makes easy work of your towing and hauling needs. With a head-turning design, the Ram 1500 Laramie is durable, functional, and stylish. From the 100% leather seating to the impressive cabin technology, a 12-inch Uconnect touchscreen, the Ram is the most luxurious truck in its class. With cutting-edge safety and security technology, the Ram makes your peace of mind our biggest priority.
Come and take a test drive with me, Dan Jones.
And the 2021 Ram 1500 Laramie.
Here at Northland Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram.
You deserve to thrive in every way. When you feel your best physically, mentally, and emotionally, you can tackle life's challenges and explore more opportunities. Don't let fatigue, GI discomfort, unpleasant mood swings, and excess weight slow you down. The key to feeling healthy, happy, and confident each day lies inside your mighty microbiome. Science has revealed a powerful link between beneficial microbes in your GI tract and improved health. Gut flora impacts your digestive system, metabolism, sleep quality, mood, and even your weight. Yes! Your gut is also where 70% of immune cells live and where 90% of your serotonin is created. Evidence suggests that beneficial microbes support the body's immune response. Gut bacteria can even send signals to the brain through what's known as the gut-brain axis. These communications play a key role in helping you experience an improved mood and reduced feelings of stress. Simply put, a healthy gut means a healthy you. It's all about striking the right balance. Food, lifestyle choices, and the environment can throw this balance off, but there's something that can help. Plexus Triplex is the supercharged boost your gut needs to reduce unwanted microbes and increase beneficial microbes for a balance that works in your favor. With this comprehensive system, you'll support your gut in 3 ways. Just like a garden, when you weed, seed, and feed your gut, better health blossoms from within. BioCleanse helps to weed the gut by reducing unwanted microbes and supporting your body's natural cleansing processes. ProBio 5 helps weed out unwanted intestinal yeast and seeds your gut with healthy probiotics. And Slim Microbiome Activating feeds these probiotics the prebiotics they need to thrive. Slim also helps support healthy glucose metabolism and offers targeted weight loss support with Slim Hunger Control. Shift the balance back in your favor and thrive. With scientifically backed ingredients and countless benefits, Triplex is the smartest choice you can make for your gut, your health, and to thrive. Health and happiness. It's a gut feeling.
Well, we're back talking to Miss Haydee Irving. Welcome back, my listening and viewing audience. And I hope you enjoyed that first half of the broadcast with Lisa Yvette Jones. And now we are going to be talking to a young lady. I am so proud of Haydee and so amazed at what God is doing in her life. I'm married with 2 small children and still pressing forward. Started her a business in the middle of a pandemic, Haydee Cosmetics lipstick, and she'll be expanding real soon into some other products. So please, I want you to follow her. But she is an amazing young woman, young mother, a wife to the CEO here. Praise God, to just be married to him is a job. But that in itself, you know, is an amazing, amazing thing. And we just thank God for her and her life and what he is doing. Besides that, now she is also venturing into a multi-level business called Plexus, which is a health science business. And so, you know, she's doing some things, you know, after having 2 children back to back, 11 months apart, little girl, busy, little boy, busy. So she needed energy.
Yes. Lots of energy.
She needed healing. She needed a lot of things. And so she has, you know, come upon a company that is called Plexus. And so we're going to be talking about that. So tell us the reason. We'll start a little bit about with Haydee Cosmetics, since that is the first one. And that's my favorite lipstick. I don't care who makes me up. That's the lipstick I wear.
Look, I'm thankful that you love it.
That's right. And she has so many different shades of different colors, you know, for those that like to be a little, you know, little funky and punky and, you know, punk rockish, and, you know, they got the green, the blue, and all of those colors.
Yes.
And for those of us that are a little more, you know, laid back, you know, she has the red and, you know, and the pink and, you know, the other more neutral colors, you know. But her lipsticks, the reason why I really like her lipsticks are because they stay on behind the mask. I mean, you can eat and they're still there. And so I really like it. And they're not sticky or anything, you know, and they're just really amazing products. And so I do want you to go to her website. You have a website for that?
Yeah, HaydeeCosmetics.com.
Okay, HaydeeCosmetics.com. And you see her advertisement on our show a lot of times. You know, you'll see her commercial rather. And so tell us a little bit about what was your reason for starting this business and why cosmetics?
Well, there's a lot of reasons into it, but the main one was really that, for one, I was always into makeup. So I grew up a tomboyish, but for some reason I got into makeup like in my teenage years, and I couldn't stop. After that, I was just really into it. And yeah, I started to just play around with literally a little bit of everything. But then it got a little bit out of control because it started to develop insecurities in me, such as I couldn't leave the house without makeup. I felt like if I didn't wear makeup, I just looked ugly, or I just felt really insecure without makeup. And so I ended up meeting Jesus. And when I met Jesus, God told me to take a break from makeup, because he wanted to heal me. He wanted to restore me. And in that moment, I was devastated, because I was like, why would you take something away from me that was an outlet? Because during the time that I really got into makeup, I was actually really depressed. And, you know, I had a lot of issues going on, anger issues, just anxiety and all that stuff going on. And after that, I stopped doing makeup, and because I was doing freelancing at that time. And so I stopped doing makeup. I stopped doing makeup on myself. I took a break for an entire year. And that entire year, it was so freeing. I felt liberated. I felt like I didn't realize how I let makeup take control over my life. And then I think after that first year, God started to minister to me about a cosmetics line. And I was like, how are we going to do this? For one, two, I haven't done makeup in so long. I'm like, I feel like I'm not ready to do that. I don't feel like I'm ready to, get started, anything like that. So he started to build a desire in me to start doing my makeup again. And when I started to do my makeup again, it felt different. Like, it felt like it was really art. It wasn't something that I was using to hide something.
Yes.
I wasn't using it to make myself feel better. It was literally something that I just truly enjoyed and found a love for it. And God started to minister to me and said, this is a part of your ministry. And I was like, I at this point had never seen anyone use makeup as a ministry.
Right.
So I was like, how is makeup going to be a part of my ministry? I'm like, first of all, I don't even want to do ministry. Like, so that's the first part. But like, how are we going to do makeup and ministry? And then I got married, and God said, I promise you, he basically promised me a cosmetic line. And he said, you are going to have a cosmetic line. And I was just like, okay, God, since you're promising, and I'm thinking it'll be like 10, 20 years from now or something. And then during the pandemic, God laid on my heart to start working on it. And I was like, we're in the middle of a pandemic. How are we going to do this? And Holy Spirit literally just took over, and I literally finished my website overnight, and found a product, like a cosmetics place that could help me build a formula that I wanted.
So they actually built a formula for yours. Okay.
Yes. So formula, color, and I was just like, I literally was in awe, because that previous year I had tried to find someone, but it wasn't working out. It was just, nothing was like giving me what I wanted, and which made me upset, and it disappointed me. So, but for it to be working out during the pandemic, and then again, I was like, how are we going to sell something in the middle of a pandemic? Like, people are struggling right now. There's no way that this is going to prosper. So God, like I said, Holy Spirit took over. I was just working on the website and just finished it. And I was just waiting for my product to arrive when my husband tells me, I want you to go look at your website. And I was like, okay, it hasn't launched yet, but okay. I went to go look at it, and my husband had launched the business before I launched the business.
Yeah, we all knew.
Yeah. So I was so blessed. My husband is so extra. That's what I call him. But he is honestly the most inspiring person to push you to a place where you feel like you're not comfortable, you feel like you can't do it, and it's like, he's like, I don't care what you say. If God said it, it is what it is. And in that moment, I was upset, because I'm like, why would you do this? But at the same time, I was thankful, because honestly, I probably would have never done it. I probably would have never really stepped out to do something that God called me to do out of fear, and out of, feeling insecure, or not feeling like it would really do, good. Because I'm very confident in who I am and like who God has called me to be. But when it comes to my gifts, I'm very, I like to kind of hide them in a way, because I don't want someone to come critique my gift or come and, say something about it. And then I'm like, but it's my gift. Like, why would you say something about it? But I think now, because he has pushed me to that place, it's like I have no option at this point, because I only have to go up from now. And so anyways, it launched, and it literally did so good. I was not expecting it. Stripes actually sold out, and which there'll be a restock soon, because that's my favorite color. And it's just, even now, it's still like selling, and which is
now stripe is the red, right?
Yeah, that's the red one. It's just like the fact that it's still selling, and people are literally talk about my lipstick. Like, when I hear people talk about it, it literally blows my mind to think like, oh my God, that's actually mine. Like, it's not like, I don't know, it's still surreal to think like that's my product line. Like, it's so crazy. But of course, like in launching a business, there's struggles.
Yes.
And though it was a year selling it, it was a struggle for me and it was really a mindset thing. Because though it launched, I still struggled. I still struggled to accept it. I still struggled to believe it. And to the point that when we launched the second time for the fall, now
And that's when you added new colors.
Yep,
onto
that's
it.
when I added the new colors to the line, and I was just doing it because I felt like, okay, I need to launch something ASAP before, I don't know, people get bored or something. And when I was making these decisions, though I still, believe in the power of God and I believe in everything that he's doing, there's still a divine purpose that he has, and I can't say God is in my business if I don't allow him in the fullness of. And when we launched the fall, I felt off. I felt like, okay, I launched it, but something is missing. And what was missing was me. And by that I mean is I was not fully there. And I needed to be fully in a place of surrenderance and understanding like, okay, yes, this is yours, but God is still involved in all this. And I think my fear was that if I put out there like too much God or too much Jesus on the line, that nobody would buy it. And I felt like, okay, if I say, God gave me this or God did this, and I felt like, oh, people are going to be like, oh, she's so churchy, she's so religious, and all this stuff. But in that time where I kind of went like a little sabbatical, and that's why I haven't really done anything when I did cosmetics, because I've been taking a sabbatical to really understand what the blueprint looks like. And what do you want me to do, God? What is the next step? And how do you want me to do it where you truly get the glory from it and I don't even get a speck of glory? And so he laid it out and reminded me of of what he said when I first started doing makeup again. And he said, this is a ministry.
That's it.
It's not just a business. It's not just to give you money. It's not to just do something that you like, but it's deeper. It's a ministry, a tool that I want you to use to reach women in a different space. Women that you may not be able to reach in the church, women that you maybe not be able to reach in the grocery store, but that you can reach through makeup. And so Haydee Cosmetics is really turning into not just a cosmetics line, a ministry, but also a mentorship, if that makes sense. Where I'm literally just going to be me and who I am and do makeup because I love makeup, but also minister to you in different ways, whether it's
a door opener. It's a way to, because women, of course, we love makeup, we love clothes, we love jewelry, we love all of that. But having the tool to be able to, open the door where you can minister. Because now they're relaxed, you're making them feel good. You're making them feel pretty. And so they're more apt to be able to talk to you about some of their issues and some of their problems while you putting on lashes, while you putting on lipstick, because of the fact that you're making them feel good about themselves. And so it's a wonderful, wonderful way. That's the reason why I do the Marketplace Connection, because I want people to understand that whatever God has given you is a gift that he has given you to use to the glory of God. It is ministry. And Marketplace ministry is a valid ministry. You don't have to be in the four walls of the church. We just have to get out of this mold of thinking that everything we do, it has to be inside the four walls of the church. If it's not preaching or, teaching the word, or if it's not singing in the choir or the worship team, that's all that we can do. It's not. It's so much out here to do. And we're ambassadors to the kingdom. This is kingdom time. And so I just thank God for the vehicle that he has given you, because there's so much going on in the world right now as far as people feeling depressed and, so much things that are going on that has happened during the pandemic. And so the makeup is a way to lift somebody's spirits, to make them feel good, to make them feel pretty, and say, hey, okay, we can look at the world through some other lenses, to make us feel good. So I just really applaud you. And now you're going to add, is it eyelashes?
Yes. So finally we are going to make the announcement. Actually, I was working on that for next week. We're announcing that we are going to launch lashes now. So I'm really excited.
Well, you got to show me how to put them on, because I'm telling you, I
got a little bit of everything. I got a little bit of everything coming, because I know some ladies don't like dramatic,
But I got a little bit for everyone. I got simple, I got the in-betweens, and then I also got really dramatic ones.
Okay.
So I'm really excited.
I'm excited.
Yes, I'm just really, really excited to launch them. I'm actually wearing one of them now.
Okay.
So
now, what is this one that you have on?
This one is Mary.
Okay.
So
it looks
each
so
lash,
natural.
yes, each lash is going to be dedicated to a woman. And
are these strip lashes or individual?
Strips.
Okay.
And each lash is going to be named after a woman that made an impact and that has a story that to this day is still spoken of. Whether it is a woman in the Bible or anyone that inspires me in real life. And I'm just really excited to empower women.
So what's some of the names?
So the ones that I have on is Mary, and then I have Esther. If you know the story of Esther, I think Esther is so powerful. Ruth, and then I have Selah, which is named after this beautiful baby girl that has gone through a lot, and she's in the womb right now of one of my close friends. And she has gone through a lot already, and she hasn't even been born. And she really has inspired me and impacted me, even being in the womb. And I just needed to honor her for that. And then of course one is named after Ellie because she is literally so inspiring she's literally a toddler and she inspires me more than anyone else for her, like just being so confident and bold and just being herself. Like it just,
that is Ellie.
She's literally everything that
One day we're going to have Ellie on our broadcast.
Literally. She's such a personality. She literally inspires me in the aspect of she gets to be everything that I didn't get the chance to be. And that's what I wanted for my children. I wanted my children to be everything and even more. So she really inspires me in the aspect of just be yourself. Why be anyone else? Like if you were born that way, it's like, why even try and be anyone else?
Yeah.
And I value that in her, where she's literally herself and she doesn't have to prove herself to anyone. She literally just does whatever she wants. So.
Yes, she does. Well, let's talk a little bit about Plexus. Well, she got a combination of blame and eye dance. So.
Yes. More blame.
So she can't help herself. We don't blame Ellie.
It's not Ellie's fault.
It's not Ellie's fault. So let's talk a little bit about Plexus and what Plexus is all about. Tell us a little bit about what it is.
Plexus is, I have literally no words to describe Plexus because it's such an amazing company. The way I was introduced to Plexus was literally by accident. So after I had the kids, my health was just horrible. Like it was just in a horrible place of, I was not taking care of myself through the pregnancies. And then after the pregnancy, I definitely wasn't taking care of myself.
They're 11 months apart,
yes.
guys.
So I literally was not taking a break. It was just like, it was just horrible. And which is like, now it's different. But I had mentioned to my friend that after I had Teo, I literally was struggling with such a horrible stomach pain, and I wasn't sure what it was. It literally I would feel like paralyzed, like, because I couldn't move once the stomach started hurting, and I just could not put my finger on it. And I mentioned it to my friend, and my friend said, hey, I know this company, and I've been trying them out, and they literally have changed my life. Like, I don't even know how to describe she was just like speechless of how they changed her life. And I was like, it's probably one of those pyramid schemes. I'm not going to try and listen to what she has to say. Though I love her, I just did not want to participate.
Right.
But she said, oh, well, just join this month. They have this like special offer, and if you don't like it, you can get your money back. And I was like, okay, fine. So I tried it, and when I tell you, I literally don't even know. I was literally speechless too, because it was like, it's like it removed a veil off of my eyes. I didn't realize how fatigued, how tired, and how not regular I was. And my stomach pains, my spasms, I used to call them spasms, but what I used to get literally stopped happening. Like, it was so weird how my skin also started feeling better, because I was struggling with my skin feeling extremely dry, and I wasn't sure what was going on. And what I learned through this process was that you are what you eat, pretty much. And if sometimes we don't notice things, But sometimes some of us are allergic to gluten or allergic to other things that we don't know we're allergic to. Some people are allergic to beans and don't even know they're allergic to beans. And so we are what we eat. And sometimes, no, I know for a fact that a lot of the foods that we eat nowadays is genetically modified.
Right.
And so they add things, that chemicals and certain things to our food that really causes our body to react in a bad way, because our body was never meant to be treated like that. And so some of us suffer the consequences of that. And I think, unfortunately, one of my consequences is I was overweight as a child. And a lot of that, for one, is my family not being educated enough to know what to pick and choose to feed me. And so growing up, I made the same horrible mistakes. You know, I made the same horrible eating mistakes, and just learning to be educated this time because I have 2 kids and I have to make sure I know what I'm feeding my kids. But yeah, so I learned a lot through this company, and they were teaching me regarding my gut and how a lot of my issues were actually stemming from my gut. And that's why everything else was dysfunctioning. That's why I was getting headaches. That's why I was feeling tired. That's why I was feeling so fatigued. That's why, I would get these bad knee pain, and I just couldn't.
From your gut?
No, this knee pain was just because I learned that a woman loses their collagen in their early 20s, and they start losing more and more every year. And so I didn't know that, and I was in shock. I was like, what? I was like, I'm thinking I'm in my 20s, everything's fine, I'm healthy. But I ended up trying, the first product that I tried was Triplex. And Triplex comes with this slim, which I'm going to have you try.
Okay, this is fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this Triplex comes with the slim, which is pretty much what it does. It cleanses out your gut, but it brings in all the good bacteria, because your stomach still needs bacteria because it still needs to do what it needs to do. Same thing like your immune system. You still need certain things in your body to protect your body, right? And so it comes with a bio cleanse, which pretty much literally just reduces gas, bloating, or any discomfort that you're feeling in your stomach. So sometimes you may not realize it, but if you're not, I'm just gonna say, if you're not pooping once a day, something is not right. Something is not right. So BioCleanse, that's what it does. It helps you literally just clean. And sometimes I'm afraid to take certain things because you never know how your body is going to react. And what I love about Plexus is to educate you through the entire process. They tell you okay, this is what you're going to do. You're going to take this day, and this day. And your body just, isn't it delicious? You would think it would taste gross, but it's so delicious, so good. And it's so refreshing. I love it, especially with some ice in it.
It's good.
And so, you know how you detox your body sometimes and you get all the bad symptoms, which is diarrhea and all this other stuff. You don't have to worry about that with this, at all, whatsoever. That's what's wonderful about it. And then we have ProBio, which is pretty much a probiotic that just brings all the good yeast into your stomach. Removes all of that bad stuff that's in your stomach, and it pretty much cleanses it. And then this right here is active. Y'all, if you are a coffee drinker and you drink 3 cups like I used to do, and just because I needed to survive throughout the day with 2 kids, this literally got me down to no coffee. No kidding. It's really creepy because I literally was not expecting that, because I love coffee. I'll still drink it here and now, but it's really just because I want it. It's really not because I need it. But this literally, I don't even know what to say about this. It's just so
what
good.
is this called?
Active. So it just energizes your body and it energizes your brain. And so it's it doesn't give you the jitters like coffee does. Say you have, you know how you have coffee and if you don't eat something after, your body starts to get jitters and all that. Nothing like that. It's literally
energize your body and brain.
Yep, it literally it gives you clarity, if that makes sense. And it's made with natural ingredients too. So that's what's great about Plexus, is that they literally give you a list of the ingredients that is in the product, because they want to educate you. They want to tell you this is what I'm giving you. I'm not, putting a front. I'm not doing anything fake. And from there, I literally just started trying products and trying different things. I have X Factor, which is literally a multivitamin, which I absolutely love, because, vitamins nowadays, they just be doing too much. And same thing with the gummy bear ones. They just add so much sugar, and you don't even know you're having so much sugar in just one gummy bear. And then I'm taking Immune Plus, which is literally for your immunity, especially right now with everything
Right.
going on. You want to make sure you're like,
Immune system is
yeah,
built up.
adding something to your immune system. This one I have to stop taking now, but all of this other stuff is pregnancy safe. But this one I had to stop taking, and this is for
Okay.
weight loss.
Okay.
When I tell you this ain't no joke, I was not expecting for it to do what it did, but it did. So what it does is this helps you control your sugars and your carbs. And I didn't realize how much carbs I wanted every day. And it wasn't until recently, like a month ago, I realized, I'm not craving any spaghetti or any bread or anything carbs. But you know how when you take diet stuff, it makes you not want to eat, but you end up not eating? That's not what it does. What it does is it basically just assists you to have better eating habits. It assists you to make better choices because it's just feeding your body what it, because sometimes when you crave things, your body isn't craving it. It's actually craving something in the ingredient that it wants. It's like pregnant women sometimes will crave rocks, but they don't want rocks. They actually want iron. So it's kind of like that. So it's just helping your body really send the right messages to your brain, and so that you can really understand, oh, I don't actually want bread. I actually want just food. And so another thing that I learned was anytime you crave sugar or anything like that, just drink some water. Because sometimes your body is literally just thirsty, but it's sending the wrong wave to your brain. But then the MetaBurn, this one you gotta take it slowly because it literally makes your metabolism go so fast. I
need that.
It was so fast. I was like, you can have it because I can't even take it anymore. But
I need this.
then this collagen stuff right here. I played sports for a really long time in high school, and I got a lot of injuries from that. So I have like really bad knee pain sometimes, and especially after the kids, they take all the good stuff away from you. And so I didn't really have much left, pretty much.
Right.
And I started taking this, and I was also working out, so there was a lot of knee impact. And when I started taking this, my knee pain literally went away, but it was because it was giving me all the collagen that I needed. And it doesn't taste like anything whatsoever. Sometimes there's collagen powder that literally tastes like so, ugh, but this doesn't taste like anything. And it tells you.
You can put it in your drink or in your
Yes,
coffee
you can
or
put it
tea.
in your Slim and stuff, but
This is good, guys.
yes, it's
real
delicious. But I'm extra, so I dry scoop my collagen just because it's quick, it's easy. I don't have to worry
You
about
just
it.
take it dry.
Yes, so I just dry scoop it. But Blaine would literally watch me like doing it. He's like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's fine." Like,
Can you swallow it?
well, I take a sip of my Slim and then I
then
dry
you
scoop it and then I do the other one. But, but it's just so good. And one of my things is actually just somebody just spoke to me about this recently, and I've been sharing the product, but I haven't really got into the business part of it.
Okay.
So because I don't know, I wasn't really like, God, I knew God was ministering to me, like, you need to get yourself involved. And I was just like, it's okay. I just really enjoy the product.
Right.
And I was just being a consumer. And then one of the leaders, because there's teams, and her name is Chelsea, and she mentioned, she was like, I've been waiting for you to come join. She's like, I really believe that you have the potential to really, push it forth. And I was just like, yeah, but I don't feel confident enough to like talk to people and, having to harass people about it. And I'm like, it's more, she's like, you don't have to do none of that. She's like, just be yourself, share the product. People will gravitate to that. As long as
you do it all the time.
Yeah,
On
and
Facebook, you're on the
yes,
Messenger.
yes. And then I had this random girl, like I don't know this girl whatsoever, and she asked me about the product, and I just literally shared information with her. And she said, I don't really know you, but I trust and believe what you say about the product. And that literally is what shifted me. It's what really made me realize, oh my God.
And they call it ambassadors, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I just made it to silver, so I'm excited about that. But from here I only grow, and the team is so great. And what's great about it is that they're saved. It's really a Christian-based community.
Okay.
Yes. And so they actually just had a worship service before I got here. Yeah, they had a whole worship session with everybody, any prayer requests and stuff like that. So there's an opportunity of anything really with Plexus, where it's like you can just be a consumer if you want, and you get discounts.
So how can they get in touch with you?
So you can really reach me on Facebook, on Instagram at either Irving, HaydeeIrving. There you go. And Haydee Cosmetics, you can reach me at Haydee Cosmetics. And for Plexus, you can just go to the one.tv/Plexus. It'll lead you to my site. But if you want to talk to me first and just like talk to me about the product, because I understand sometimes you need more information, you want to talk more about it, which I completely understand. You can just text me through 313-257-0500, and you can literally just text me and say Plexus, and we'll just talk from there. But it's really worth it, honestly, because even my kids take it. And Ellie has, she was eating horribly because people, but now
I've noticed a difference in her mood.
Yes.
Since she has been taking the products. I was sharing that with Blaine. She's more pleasant.
Yeah.
And so I've noticed even a difference in her.
And there's so many testimonies, and if anyone would like to be added to the info page, you can just ask me. And the info page pretty much, if you're just curious and you want to know more, like the info page pretty much shares testimonies of different stories. Some people with thyroid problems that got healed, people that had, skin conditions that got healed. And watching their stories is like, what in the world? My story wasn't that bad, but their stories like literally are so impactful. So if you just want to be a consumer, or if you feel like you want to be an ambassador and want to share your story, you can too. But it's really that much freedom of you can do whatever you want. It really, it's up to you. And then right now there's a sale.
Okay.
So it's available till the 31st, and the sales consist of, so this one is Triplex, which is the one that sells the most because that is for gut issues, which I believe is the perfect one to start with if you want to try Slim. And it's absolutely amazing, so good, and so easy to take. Get your instructions, super simple. They also have other packs that are for weight loss, which contains a lean and the black and balance. And then there's ones for family, which contains the X Factor for kids. And it's
kid stuff.
Yeah, so it's really, really safe. They tell you the ingredients, but if you want to see a pediatrician, you can, just to double check. But so I have so many testimonies. I don't even know what to tell you because there's so many testimonies of the product. But yeah, so there's a welcome pack sale going on, and to sign up it's just $10. But I have a coupon that gives you 10% off. So technically you wouldn't even be paying for the $10.
Wow.
So yeah.
So if you're looking for a way to get in a business, to get a stream of income, you hear me talking about that all the time. We need more than one stream of income, okay? And I know from being in the pandemic, how many people are out of work and how many people don't want to go back to a job. And so this is a way of your having a job, having a business, and with little or no money down, hardly. And you can have another stream of income. And if you even have a job, this is something else for you to have, because you need to have something else now in this day and age. And I said this yesterday, if you don't know your purpose in this season, you cannot thrive. In order to thrive in this season, you have to know your purpose and what God has called you for and what he has called you to. So this is a way, if you feel led, get in touch with Haydee one more time. How can they get in touch with you again?
You can get in contact with me through Facebook, Instagram, or you can just go to the one.tv/Plexus, and it'll lead you to all this information. But also, if you just want to text me, you can text me to 313-257-0500. You can call, but I most likely won't answer, so just leave a voicemail, because sometimes I get scam callers, and ain't nobody got time for that. So just to double check, just leave your voicemail so that I know.
Okay. And Haydee, before we go, she's also an author. She joined my authoring journey, my first anthology, as you can see on the screen. And she has a story that you need to read. And I am so proud of her that she was brave enough to tell her story. And her chapter is called The Secret Is Out. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail about it, but it is a inspirational story about her life of coming out of homosexuality, and now married, has 2 children, and God has blessed her with all of this. And all of that the devil was trying to stop. So, we thank God for her and for her journey and for what she has done. And we thank God for her being an author. I thank God for you and your story. It is so inspiring. And I know for those of you that would like to get in touch with her, you can call her and even talk about her book. Or if you know somebody that needs it, get in touch with her. Get a book, and you can go to our website, www.fragmentsanthology.com. Her picture is there. Her bio is there. You can buy a book from her. You can get it on Amazon. And we're going to just show you a little commercial before you go, because we have advertising. And we do want you to, watch us. We're on all the cable networks, as well as a lot of the other major networks, BET, Lifetime, MSNBC. We got over 100 spots now that we boosted it up, because we want to be able to really boost this book, because it is worth it. It is worth it. 16 authors telling their stories, gathering the fragments that nothing will be lost. So anyway, we are getting ready to go. Thank you so much, Haydee. Thank you for being such a wonderful guest. Thank God for you, your business. I'm looking forward to them lashes, because I'm going to be the first one in the chair getting
yes.
lashes.
I almost forgot to mention something.
Okay, go ahead.
I do have a show coming soon to the one.tv. So
okay.
I think he's playing the promo after, but I'm not sure. But it'll be Mondays and Tuesdays, one of those 2 days. But it's literally just a lifestyle type of show. So
yeah, you
guys
see her on your on the stories,
yes.
on Facebook. If you ever want to see her demonstrating her products and everything, if you see her story, you'll see her on the Facebook story page, and she demonstrates how she goes about making all of her different drinks and different things that she does. So you just got to keep up with her, because she's doing things. She's moving. Okay, she is moving, and she is doing things in the kingdom of God on purpose. She's doing it for a purpose, and she's on purpose. And I thank God for that, for what he is doing in your life and where he has brought you from. And he is not done with you yet.
Amen.
So we're going to go. This has been the Marketplace Connection. We're going to play our video of our advertisement, because I want you to know it and I want you to watch it. And please get the book, okay? Because we want you to have these stories. Have a great day. Have a wonderful weekend.
You deserve to thrive in every way. When you feel your best physically, mentally, and emotionally, you can tackle life's challenges and explore more opportunities. Don't let fatigue, GI discomfort, unpleasant mood swings, and excess weight slow you down. The key to feeling healthy, happy, and confident each day lies inside your mighty microbiome. Science has revealed a powerful link between beneficial microbes in your GI tract and improved health. Gut flora impacts your digestive system, metabolism, sleep quality, mood, and even your weight. Yes. Your gut is also where 70% of immune cells live and where 90% of your serotonin is created. Evidence suggests that beneficial microbes support the body's immune response. Gut bacteria can even send signals to the brain through what's known as the gut-brain axis. These communications play a key role in helping you experience an improved mood and reduced feelings of stress. Simply put, a healthy gut means a healthy you. It's all about striking the right balance. Food, lifestyle choices, and the environment can throw this balance off, but there's something that can help. Plexus Triplex is the supercharged boost your gut needs to reduce unwanted microbes and increase beneficial microbes for a balance that works in your favor. With this comprehensive system, you'll support your gut in 3 ways. Just like a garden, when you weed, seed, and feed your gut, better health blossoms from within. BioCleanse helps to weed the gut by reducing unwanted microbes and supporting your body's natural cleansing processes. ProBio 5 helps weed out unwanted intestinal yeast and seeds your gut with healthy probiotics. And Slim Microbiome Activating feeds these probiotics the prebiotics they need to thrive. Slim also helps support healthy glucose metabolism and offers targeted weight loss support with Slim Hunger Control. Shift the balance back in your favor and thrive. With scientifically backed ingredients and countless benefits, Triplex is the smartest choice you can make for your gut, your health, and to thrive. Health and happiness. It's a gut feeling.
We wanna know, God lost my soul.